Well, we finally have some confirmation as to why Will won't or actually can't divorce Jada. And it looks like he is really stuck with her for life. It turns out that Will and Jada did not sign a prenup before they got married, and well, that explains the mad marriage for life. So if Will wants to leave Jada, he's going to have to cough up about $150 million. And let's just say that he has no intentions of paying that much. Fans are now dragging Jada, saying that this has always been her master plan all along, and y'all just got to get into this tea because there is a lot going on here. Okay, so literally the entire world has been begging them to divorce because their marriage has run its course. And especially after the entire entanglement drama with August Alsina, it's like they have been steadily spilling details about their marriage we shouldn't know.
What did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
Initially, fans got really mad at Jada for having an affair when she was married to the Will Smith, one of the greatest black actors of all time. She has gotten so much hate over this for the past couple of years that fans have kind of made her out to be this major villain while Will is the victim of her meanness. Jada hasn't been helping her case because for some reason, she keeps doing things that makes fans wonder if she truly hates Will. Like her being ungrateful to him when he spent years planning the perfect 40th birthday party for her.
The day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I had hired a documentary team, and it was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Or how she seems to openly insult him in her videos.
You say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
She eventually came out to admit that the only reason she married him was that she was pregnant with Jaden and her mom was putting pressure on her to get married.
I really didn't want to get married, but
We only got married because Gammy was crying.
I was under so much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. But I just knew, I was like, I never wanted to be married.
It was like things started going on a nosedive after the whole August Alsina thing, and it never really picked up. Jada kept talking, and it was like Will was just stuck in the marriage, and we thought that things possibly could not get any worse. But we were wrong because our girl Jada has been going on a press tour to promote her upcoming memoir titled Worthy. The memoir is a story of her life, and of course, she talks a lot about her marriage in the book, which isn't surprising. She also went into detail about her friendship with the late rapper Tupac, and the things that she had to say had fans wondering all over again why on earth Will doesn't just cut loose and go about the rest of his life. I mean, Jada literally came out to say that Tupac was her soulmate.
Our children can be our soulmates. I think this kind of romanticized idea of like a soulmate. There's all kinds of definitions of soulmate.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. I don't think if there is such a thing as past lives, I definitely think Pac and I have traveled a few together.
Now, I do know that friendship soulmates exist, but the fans took it a different way because they found it weird that she would say that about another man when she has been married to Will for about 26 years now. That's weird, but then she went ahead to reveal that Tupac had proposed to her in 1995 when he was in prison at Rikers.
He asked me to get married. He was at Rikers. He needed a rock. He needed because of our friendship and because of everything we had been through together, he just wanted to feel that solidified foundation.
But to be fair to Jada, it's not like the love was one-sided because Tupac also spoke about how much he cared for her.
Jada's my heart, you know what I mean? She will be my friend for my whole life.
Well, maybe I'll be down to scoop you up later in life. You ain't all shriveled up.
We'll be all together. You can have my one heart, my liver, my lungs, my kidneys, my blood, marrow, all.
However, fans still find it weird that she would publicly keep talking about Tupac like this when she knows how insecure Will feels about Tupac, and Will hasn't tried to hide this from the public because he keeps talking about it openly in interviews.
Were you ever jealous of the love Jada had for Tupac?
Oh, fuck yeah. But she just loved him like he was the image of perfection, but she was with the Fresh Prince, you know? So it was like, I never could, like, even we were in a room together a couple times, I couldn't speak to him.
But Jada was not done throwing bombshells at us because she then revealed that she and Will have been separated since 2016.
In 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
She also claimed that the reason it took them so long to come out and reveal the divorce is that they were trying to figure out how to work things out amicably.
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
And even though people have been begging Will to end things, we didn't think that it would happen like this. I mean, we never even suspected that something was wrong between them because they continued to attend industry events as a couple, and Will even slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars last year for making fun of Jada's alopecia. Oh, and talking about that event, this is what Jada had to say about it.
Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. But I'm like, what is going on right
keep
now?
my wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
Of all the things she said, I think that this was the one that was the worst because Will risked his entire career to defend her. After this, fans started to wonder why he didn't go ahead and just get a divorce since they were already separated. I mean, it's clear that they're no longer fighting for the marriage and they're no longer together, so why doesn't Will just go ahead and make it official? Well, at first, we all thought that the reason has something to do with him and Jada promising each other to never get divorced. Will has spoken about this before where he said, divorce can't be an option. With Jada, I stood up in front of God and said, till death do us part. So there are two possible outcomes. One, we are going to be together till death, or two, I am dead. Jada also said this in her recent interview, saying that she had vowed to never get divorced.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But it turns out that this is just a cover for the real reason, because it turns out that the reason Will never let Jada go is the money. You see, Jada recently revealed that they didn't sign a prenup when they got married. She said, listen, weddings are beautiful, but they can be very romanticized. I feel that was a very real moment for the two of us to look each other in the eyes, recognize that there will be tough times in this journey, and to say to each other, no matter what, we're going to figure it out, and that's why we don't need a prenup, because I'm making a promise that divorce won't be necessary, that we will figure this out. Now, Jada has done quite well for herself in her career because she has built a net worth of about $50 million. But in comparison, Will is so much richer with a net worth of $350 million, which means that he got the shorter end of the stick here. Since they don't have a prenup, it's going to be a nightmare to divide their assets because they have about 20 years worth of properties and memories to break up. Plus, if they do separate their assets equally, which is likely how it's going to go, they have a $400 million combined net worth. Jada walks away with about $150 million increment because she's going to be getting $200 million from her $50 million, and Will walks away with a $150 million reduction because he'd be walking away with $200 million instead of his $350 million. Knowing this, I think it's clear that $150 million is more than enough motivation for Will to stay in the marriage. I mean, can y'all imagine losing $150 million because your wife keeps talking about you on social media? Yeah, let's just say say that this man ain't going nowhere. The issue of the prenup finally made it clear to fans why Will is stuck in the marriage, and fans said, I figured, which is why neither wants to get a divorce. They have $400 million in assets. A divorce is lawyers, courtrooms, paperwork, more media. They have created some financial socialist utopia in their marriage, and they don't want to mess that up by making things legal. Now it makes sense why he doesn't want to sign them papers. OMG. And at this point, I feel Jada Smith is trying to force a divorce, but Will Smith is trying to protect his assets as he didn't sign a prenup because what the F, bruh. But do you guys believe that Will is really trapped because of the prenup issue? Or do you think that he just doesn't want to leave Jada? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.